Alright guys, welcome back. This is a pretty cool little mixer here that we're going to be working on. This is just getting service and maintenance. This is a Kenmore, and I believe made by Westinghouse, judging from the design. But yeah, this one needs some service done to it, so let's see exactly what's going on here. But I know it needs to be cleaned and all that, but I haven't plugged it in yet, so let me plug it in and see what's going on with it here. Well, she really winds up, and once she gets going, you can see when I went back to these lower speeds, it smoothed right out. But this thing is kind of sticky, and it could probably use some good, cleaning, fresh grease. I can smell the brushes, so I mainly do brushes, and I can smell that carbon smell. And here's the beaters that go with it. And let's see what this says on the bottom here. Model number 116.82700, 1.4 amps, 150 watts. Wow, so this is a 150 watt mixer. That's kind of a cool little plate sitting on here too. There's how the ejector works. You push this button in the front like that. And that's kind of cool too. I like the styling on this thing. But yeah, there's your ejector. So I am going to start taking this thing apart now. I'll move the camera back just a touch. And being a Kenmore that I'm sure is made by Westinghouse, I'm sure it's assembled the same way as a Westinghouse, or held together the same way it is. Look at that, Phillips. I believe that should allow us to take this apart now. I don't believe there's anything under this cap here. Nope, just a port for the juicer. Well, that's kind of cool. That just popped right off. I wonder if I'm missing a screw. No, I'm missing two screws. Okay, so there's a little more to this than I thought. There's two more screws right down here. I feel like I'm missing something here. Get all these screws out. this out. Ah, here we go. Alright. That was that speed control knob was pushed on here. That was also holding it on. So, alright. Let's have a look inside. Looks rather interesting. You can see this lever right here, as you rotate this towards higher speeds, that lever comes out, moving the speed control. It's got a little speed control plate on there with contacts on it. Almost looks almost like the designed like the KitchenAids. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this cord can go. Okay, this has got an RF filter right here that we're not going to end up reusing, but I do want to reuse this. So I'm just going to cut it off. I'll just take that off of there. So it looks to me, I got two wires. Here's one that's disconnected here. Of course, I may have just disconnected this one when I took this out, but this fits on the speed control plate there. So you can see on the speed control plate there, you know, you've got a capacitor, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires hooked to it. And you've got two contacts right there, and this looks like adjustments. Almost like a KitchenAid type of design on it. Really interesting. But anyways, I got to get all this out of here. I know I got to disconnect these two here, and that way I should be able to pull the motor assembly. And I think the motor assembly is separated from the speed control. Yep, sort of. Alright. Now that I'm starting to figure this out, this is a little bit different than the Kenmore's. You know, but I still believe it was made by Kenmore. So now, I wonder why there's 6 screws in this gearbox, but either way, I'm going to open up the gearbox on it. It looks like it's got a armature thrust adjustment right on the front here. If I can take that cool looking emblem off of there, you can see right there. I think I only need to take 4 of these to get to the gearbox, but I think these two, and then there's got to be, yeah, there's 2 more screws back here. The whole motor and gearbox assembly will come out. That's what it looks like anyways. I haven't taken one of these apart yet, so, but it seems pretty straightforward. In fact, I think I'm going to try that. suckers are in there. Those star washers really grip good. Alright, so according to my theory, this whole assembly should lift out. Well, and again, I found a big old resistor. Let me show you that here in a second. I just want to get these screws here out. Okay, so there's our motor assembly. We'll get into this in a minute. But if you look here, this was attached to the back of the motor there. Big 75 ohm resistor. So we don't want to mess with that. A little pad, contacts, adjusters. Alright, so now let's move on to our motor assembly here. Looks like a little flyweight activated thing here with a plastic tip on it. There you hear the weights in there. It's got a pretty cool looking fan on there too. That thing is wild. Alright, so let's take a look at our brushes on here. Let's see if we have anything left for brushes. Nice big springs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at those brushes. This is freaking huge. I'm assuming this one would be the same. Oh yeah. Look at the size of that. It's got some beefy brushes in it. So far, I'm kind of impressed with this thing. You know, a lot of times, you know, the Kenmore brand was, you know, they're all made by other manufacturers, but sometimes they were made much cheaper. Like in the case of like the Dormeyer Kenmore ones, that they had like thinner metal bases and everything. This thing is robust. I like this. There's the top of the gear case cover. And there's one of our gears there. Looks like a fiber gear, maybe it's nylon, can't really tell. Let's get this washer back on so we know where it goes. There's a decent amount of oil and grease on that. But we're going to get this all cleaned off and we'll put new on. Alright, and the other one. Get this washer on there too. Anytime I do a new machine, one I haven't seen before, I try to keep everything together like this because I don't want to end up with a stack of washers and then have to try to figure out where the heck did they go. But other than that, you can see there's not a lot of grease inside of here at all, really. And you can see here's that thrust I was talking about. It makes contact with the end of the armature shaft there. I gotta get on my rag here. There we go. Alright, let's take apart a little bit more. Alright, that just slides right out. this just breaks in half and comes off. These two little plastic nub on the back here. So we got these two parts of the motor here. Got to separate those somehow. I only see two other screws on here, and I'm not sure that these are gonna be what takes it apart. Oh, maybe a little longer than I thought. I just held this greasy little ejector plate on there. I think that's all that held on there. Yeah, 'cause this doesn't look like it separates from that. Oh. No, I thought that would have held that shaft in. Nope. Alright, I'm going to look at this a little closer here, and then I'll come back so I figure out how this comes apart. Well, it didn't take long, I just figured it out. So those screws did have to come out. And there's the front of your gear case assembly. This is like really a interesting design on here. There's a wick right there. Oh, I didn't know it was an oil wick to soak up oil. I think it was more for oil that comes out of the grease to sop it up to keep it from getting everywhere. Alright, so now I still got to separate these two halves, and I don't see any way that they attach. No, I have no idea. If I look in here, I can see looks like screws in there. What the heck? I wonder if I gotta take this off to get to it. Now I just gotta figure out how the heck does it come off. Aha. I gotta see that in the camera because I just can't see it from right here. There's a nut in here. And I don't know if I can. Oh, that'll move out of the way. Let's see if I can find a socket for that. Alright, that whole tire setup was pretty interesting. There's what it looks like inside. So we can oil those bushings up good. This looks in really good shape. Look how small, though, in diameter that commutator is on there. But yeah, that thing just needs a little polishing up. I mean, this thing for the most part is in really good shape. Clean, very clean, like no wear. Alright, let me get some stuff cleaned up and we'll come back and start putting it back together.
Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely to what I say, and if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, they will pass. Go find a woman, yeah, you'll find love. Don't forget, son, there's someone up above. Be a simple kind of man, but be something you'll understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man, but won't you do this for me, son, if you can? rich man's gold, all that you need is in your soul. You can do this, so baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be simple. Simple kind of man. But won't you do this for me, son, if you can? But don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. You'll be something you'll never understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. But won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Baby, be a simple man. Be something you'll never understand. Baby, be a simple man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can?
Alright, I think we've got this pretty little Kenmore wrapped up. I got a new cord on it. I did have one more gray cord left. These gray cords are pretty hard to find, so I got a gray cord on here. We got everything all cleaned up. New grease in it. Everything was polished. Brushes were excellent in here. I did remove the RF filter in there, and then it had a little, like a round connector, like the eye connector on there, so I put that on the ground and attach that right to where that was hooked up before. I got the cord hooked up. Everything's been cleaned out inside and out, and let's go ahead and turn this on and just see how this thing sounds now. Alright, sounds like a pretty powerful beast now. It doesn't make screeching noises anymore. That was due to lack of lubrication. We got all the the bushings, they were bone dry, so we got those lubricated. Got the wicks in there, fully packed full of oil, and there's no burning odor now either. And I think that, I'm not sure what that was coming from. I'm guessing because it was harder to turn everything. It was just extra drag on the motor, heating stuff up. But there's no burning odor coming out of it now. So everything seems to be 100% with this. So we're gonna get this packed up and get this on back to Jerry there. And this one can actually be put to use. This thing sounds awful powerful, and there's quite a range from 1 up to I believe 10, 12. There's quite a range from 1 to 12. I mean, it goes nice and slow to super fast. So this seems to be a pretty powerful machine here. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll get to those as soon as I can. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and check the description below for links to a couple groups that if you're into these things, these old machines and appliances and stuff, that may interest you. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, we will see you on the next one.